In the next 8 or 9 minutes, I'm going to show you why getting to the next level of success in your life or business is going to depend on mastering your inner game. We know what most people want. It's well documented. Happiness, money, freedom are the top three. I think that everybody would ultimately be happy if they could live a life without financial worries, driven by passion, while surrounding themselves with the people that are most important to them. All of this is possible if your inner game is set to let you have that. If it's not, then you're going to struggle. The catalyst here is money. Money is the vehicle that moves all of the other pieces of the puzzle into place, and money is a product of service. You can increase service through your business. So if you can create a more successful business, then you can start to have all of the other things that you want in life. This is the whole point of this video, to show you that it is possible to get the results that you're looking to achieve right now in your business. It was Brian Tracy who said that if you look at the top performing person in your industry, there's no reason why you shouldn't be achieving the same results. Imagine that, achieving the same commissions or sales as the top person in your industry. How would that impact your income? He says that those people have no more talent or ability than you, they're just doing certain things in a better way. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the key to moving towards that level of achievement. Just think what that would mean to you, to your family, to your lifestyle, and to the success of your business. It's all closer than you think, and I'm going to show you why. I'll start with a quick story. There's a fly, and it's making a break for freedom, trying to crash through a closed window. Every attempt to fly through the glass, it knocks itself out. As soon as it comes round, as if it has no memory, it does the same thing again. It's impossible for the fly to get through the glass, but it doesn't seem to have any other ideas. On the other side of the room, there's an open door. If it had turned and looked, it could have flown to freedom with no effort at all. But why didn't it? The answer is because it couldn't think outside of the box. The fly could only see one course of action, even though that wasn't the reality of the situation. We could say that the fly was operating from a conditioned pattern of thought. The truth is that we all have conditioned patterns of thought. Everyone is a product of their conditioning. As a young child, your mind was wide open and you absorbed everything around you. Just think about the language that you speak. You automatically absorbed it and then you started to speak it. This is how you became who you are. Your entire environment became a part of your makeup in this way. The majority of ideas that you have about the world today were integrated into your personality before you had the ability to question their validity. They became yours by default, and it's this conditioning that created the lens through which you see the world today. Whatever ideas that you absorbed then will colour how you perceive the world now. Remember, we don't see with our eyes, we see through them. The eyes only trigger cells of recognition in your brain that give whatever you're looking at meaning. Your brain has to have a reference point to make sense of the world for you. And what it refers to are these ideas that have become fixed through your conditioning. That's why two people can look at the same thing but see something totally different, because it's the meaning that they're associating with the image. And this is how top performers are getting their results. They've trained their mind to see the opportunity in situations where others see no opportunity at all. They've trained themselves to think outside of the box. When you change the way that you look at something, the thing that you're looking at changes. In order to get results like the top performers, you'll need to change your perspective and start to look at opportunity in the same way that they do. The interesting part of all this is that it's subconscious. You're probably not even aware of it, because these ideas that shaped your view of the world are now fixed ideas. They operate as habits, and habits require no conscious thought. You literally don't have to think. Like driving a car, it's automatic. You don't have to say to yourself, mirror, brake, indicate, etc. You just do it. In the same way, the fly wasn't thinking when it was trying to break through the window. It was behaving from a fixed idea that became conditioned into a habit. It never questioned whether the idea was the best option or not, it just carried it out. This is all good if you're getting the results that you want, but if you're not, something has to change. It makes sense then what Einstein was getting at when he said, we can't solve our problems with the same thinking that created them. Until you change some of these fixed ideas, you'll never see any change or significant improvement in your results. Picture it like this. Imagine 3 cogs all connected. On the left is your thinking, in the middle is your behavior, and on the right is your results. Your results are driven by your behavior, and your behavior is driven by your thoughts. You cannot act without originating a thought first, and you cannot create a result without taking action. In this way, you can see that your results always reflect the thinking that drives your behavior. This is why it's all about winning the inner game. This is how you're going to move forward. When you change the mind, your behavior will change and your results will change to reflect that. Think of your smartphone and what happens if you don't update the iOS. Eventually, it stops functioning properly. These fixed ideas that make up your conditioning are essentially your iOS. So when was the last time you installed a mental update? We can do that, and if you're not getting the results, it's time to do that. This operating system acts like a mental thermostat. It's always making sure that you think, feel, and act in harmony with who you see yourself to be. If the fixed ideas that make up this system are not in harmony with your goal, it's going to be impossible for you to get the results that you want, because you won't see the opportunity, and even if you do, you'll behave in a way that fails to realize it. You'll become the victim of self-sabotage. I can show you how to take control of this and give you the tools to do that. You don't have to be the fly banging its face against the window. What you do need to do is make a decision that you're going to be a top performer. If you'd like to have a chat in more detail about what I've been talking about, then you can take the opportunity to book a free discovery session with me, and I'll show you exactly how you can start to take control of your inner game so that your outer results reflect the success that you really want to see. Just click on the link below and you can set up a time for us to have a chat.